What's up, everybody? I'm Derek, this is Rocking eForge, and today I'm going to be replacing my cat's little, I don't know what you even call this, fishing rod thing, because it is looking a bit destroyed, courtesy of me stepping on it. So I thought, as a blacksmith, I would go ahead and forge my own and replace this poor battered toy so that my cat has something a little better to play with. So let's get rocking. Now, I know this video is not going to do super well in the grand scheme of the algorithm. However, for the three of you that actually potentially want to follow along, I'll be starting out this project using about a foot of 3/8 inch square stock. All right, so while that heats up in the fire, I've sort of ripped the cat toy apart. I've pulled the tassel with the little feathers and everything off the little plastic tube that it came on. As you can see, the ribbons are looking a little worse for wear, so I'm going to get rid of these, but I am going to recycle this tassel, and then I am going to put the bell on the piece as well. But I need to figure out some way to replace these, and I'm thinking paracord might be a good replacement, some white and black paracord of similar length. The first thing I'm going to do is put in a little rat tail scroll kind of loop for hanging this on the wall. And to finalize that, I quenched the scroll so that I could actually hammer on it without deforming it, so that I could get this loop the way I wanted it. Now that I've got the loop shaped, I'm going to go ahead and heat up the handle portion, about 4 inches or so of this piece, and start putting in a split on all sides to prep for a Rubik's twist. But before I actually start this split, I'm just going to chamfer all these corners off. I'm going to do this on all 4 sides. I'm not going to make you watch every minute of it. And then I'm going to take this to the bandsaw and cut in on opposing corners to get the pseudo cubes. And I like to do mine a little bit longer than like square for the Rubik's twist. Now that I've got the handle worked in, I'm going to start drawing out the rest of the piece. And I'm going to draw this down to a 1/4 inch square. I'm going to leave about 3/4 of an inch here at the end that I'm going to punch a hole through later on once I've got this drawn out, and I'll get there later. And now I'm going to chamfer these corners before I start to work on the loop. All right, so now that I've got this hole punched, I'm gonna actually drift this and widen it out, skinny things up, and then shape the hole. And with that done, I've got this forged down such that I can actually, well, I'll get to it, but I can glue the tassels on. But I'm gonna give this a brushing. Then before it cools off, I'm gonna use some WD-40 and just spray it down. And this just darkens the steel a bit and gives it a nice, kind of a baked on coating that'll make it look a little nicer and resist rust. All right, so my theory of operation here is that I've got the bell, oh, you can't see that. I've got the bell tucked in and the original tassel tucked through the kind of widened out portion of the hole. And what I'm gonna do here is just tuck this along the slit that was left over, and that'll give me material to glue to. And then I'm gonna lay the bell tassel over that, glue everything together, and then I've got a single stranded diamond knot that I'm just gonna fit over everything and tighten up to act as sort of a decorative fixture, and then I'll be pretty well finished up. Well, this looks like a mess, and it kind of is, and I'm hopeful that once the big knot is tied over it that it gets a little nicer looking. I'm gonna look at this footage and just see that you can't actually see anything because my hands are in the way, or it's just like not in focus. I'm gonna give that some time to let the glue set up. But I think, all in all, this will turn out all right for my cat. That is going to do it for this video. Now, I will admit, this has probably doubled or tripled the weight of the original toy, and as such, it's made it significantly more dangerous. I may or may not have gone to test this out with my cat, bonked her once, and now she kind of refuses to get close to it. So, that's a good lesson in that sometimes it might be better to just stick with the original. But that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, ring that notification bell. If you want to support me and the channel further, please consider becoming an honorary striker on my Patreon. That link is in the description below the video, or please consider becoming a member on my YouTube channel. And as always, keep on rocking.